So, Blood and Ice is this week's weekly challenge. That's pretty fitting, isn't it? Let's just dive straight in. Let's see what we got. Lost in the snow, find the loot, and get out. Okay, I'm just going with this sort of farming team. Maggie to get the extra XP. Glenn, of course, to get some supplies, and Eugene just because he's part of my, daily quest challenge thing. Let's just swap that around. Let's just swap that around. And let's just dive straight into it. So, pretty familiar with this one. It's a pretty nice set of missions. You can definitely say that Glenn comes in handy on several of them for his ability to search and still do stuff. We've got a pretty ravenous threat counter on this one, so silent or threat reducing weapons is a good idea. This seems like actually a pretty good way of dealing with these guys, to have something like a bruiser there to just take them out. You can see that there's a lot of walkers just come piling in. They really do. Just all over the place. It can be tough. On a harder difficulty setting, harder difficulty setting, you know what I mean. Once you've actually skipped a couple of missions and it starts to, get to the point where even normal walkers can take a bit of taking down, this one can be tough. So what you might want to do, you could select Glenn as the leader, maybe search as many of those piles as you possibly can, as quickly as you can. Hope that you trigger the exit. That's one option. Have plenty of crippling or rooting or stunning weapons. That'll buy you some time, but obviously those walkers are still going to keep flooding in. Definitely something to deal with that threat counter. I strongly recommend. Maybe actually having a bruiser is a pretty good idea for that, because you might well find yourself taking some hits no matter what. But yeah, there's quickly ticking over threat counter. You've got lots and lots and lots of walkers just flooding in anyway. Tricky. It's a tough one. Frost boss. So what was I going to do? That makes more sense for you to have that. You have that. Okay. Frosty Bosty. Yep, so there he is. It's a tank. So what have you got that can take down tanks? To be fair, yes, there's a blind spot on this mission, but it's not too bad. Deal with the walkers that are right in front of you. Then come after the big guy, taking down. It's that simple. I think high damage classes like shooters, scouts. There is a threat counter, but it ticks over pretty slowly, so you can be patient with that one. That one shouldn't be too much of a challenge for you. But if you do have any dramas, if you've got any questions or even suggestions or anything, obviously just say so in the comments. It's always welcome. It's kind of surprising what I've learned doing these videos. Some of the advice that people have imparted that I've then been able to pass on to other people. It's really nice to be able to do that. Alright, mission 3, snow piles, get the loot and get out. Oh! Star Hero. You know what? Because I've got double XP activated, I'm going to keep with this loadout. You don't have to use the Star Hero, but yeah, I kind of want to just utterly maximize that XP boost. So I'm cool with this. Okay, gather all supplies. Again, we've got some blind spots on here. Maybe putting somebody down here just so that you've got as much coverage as you possibly can of the map. Threat counter that ticks over pretty quickly from the looks of things. Again, that adds a little extra to silent weapons or threat reducing weapons. When it gets to a tougher difficulty, you're going to want to isolate those walkers, take them out one at a time. Looks like there's just the one big guy, just the tank, but you know, he could be a problem if you don't consider him something to deal with. As ever, I say it all the time, Glenn's a good choice because you get to search those snow piles and still have some actions left. How many have we done now? Three? I think we've done 3. Okay. Icy Graves. Kill all the walkers. Fairly straightforward. Looks like we've got some tanks. What kind of spacing do we have? How close do they start? So they don't start close or anything like that. This shouldn't really be too much of a challenge. You've got a lot of space. Yes, there's still some dark corners you've got to be worried about. Keep an eye on where everyone is. Because, for example, we got one guy already sneaking down there. Yeah, I see you. Maybe spreading out your survivors. Yes, it's nice to have them concentrating their fire and everything. Spreading them out means that you can see a little bit better what is in front of you. Use Glenn to kill this guy so that we get some supplies. It's that simple. So, stand and shoot seems like a pretty good tactic. Can't see you really going wrong with that. Especially if you've got crippling, rooting, or stunning weapons. What are you eating? My kitten's eating something. Bless her. Very energetic, very lively, not very bright. But then she's a kitten. She doesn't have to be smart. Okay, what is next? Just rewards after rewards after rewards. Fantastic. Winter walk. Get to the exit. Okay. What do we got? So the exit is unlocked right away. That's kind of nice. What do we got? We got... Oh. So we've got a tank that starts off pretty close by. Shouldn't be a problem. Could be though. Turn counter ticks over reasonably quickly. So I think just getting rid of those initial walkers, sprint to the end, just like that. There you go. Otherwise, the map is large enough that you can have a fighting retreat, but you want to be very careful not to make too much noise and bring in too many walkers turn after turn with that threat counter. Again, good set of missions these, because there's a you know, a couple of ways that you can do these. Rosita, the weekly challenge leader, is absolutely fantastic as a leader. So yeah, definitely you can use her. Again, I just want to maximize my... why not, actually? Yeah, bulldozer shotty. Yeah, let's do that. Bulldozer shotgun looks comically small in a little loading screen. Come on, one more kill. Great. Okay, so that's Eugene taken care of. What do we got? Again, as is the trend, we've got some dark corners here. Got a threat counter. Oh. Hey. Not cool. Okay, so we've got a threat counter, and they are also coming in turn after turn as well. So that's pretty rough when that happens. Gonna be taking some hits here, probably. Of course, we attacked multiple enemies, so that means that we get to move as well. That is Rosita's skill. I actually think that Rosita is a very good leader for this mission, even if she wasn't the weekly star hero, whatever you call it. I wonder, how does it work with... Okay, yeah, so you only get one movement boost anyway. Oof. And we are out of here. So that's a tough one. Definitely a tough one. I used a bruiser there and a scout, but I think having at least one ranged character to keep the bad guys at a distance is a very good idea. And I recommend getting to that door, starting to open that as quickly as you possibly can. Just beware, those walkers will come flooding in, and quite a lot of walkers each turn was sort of like coming in there. So watch out for that. Be ready to deal with that. Lovely, lovely rewards. Yes, please. Yes, please. All right. Okay, so there we go. Blood and Ice. That's what you're going to be dealing with when you take on this weekly challenge. If you've got any advice, leave it in the comments. Any questions, leave it in the comments. And as ever, thank you for watching.